This is Chris Hunter with Collective Thought Media, and we're here today taking a quick overview look at the most exciting trends and new developments within the Near and Aurora ecosystem for spring 2022. Okay, so let's jump right in and get started. We will first be looking at some of the utility items within Near that allow you to interact and start your journey with the Near protocol. The first one we're going to look at is the Near Web Wallet. That is, you're going to find that at wallet.near.org, and for a lot of people this will be your first step towards creating a Near wallet and having an account and holding Near tokens. Up until recently, besides MetaMask, this was really the only way to hold Near in a native wallet. You can also hold various other tokens such as AllBridge, AURORA, CELO, MetaToken, USDT, USDC, etc. In order to start your Near wallet, you will need 0.1 Near. And you can purchase Near through MoonPay on Trust Wallet, or you can purchase it through KuCoin, or probably some of the other various centralized exchanges out there. Another option for people who want to be able to use Near in a manner more like MetaMask, there is now a new browser extension called Sender Wallet, and this is essentially MetaMask for Near, with even more functionality such as staking, etc. So this is a really new, exciting development, something definitely worth checking out. I just installed this on my other computer at home, and I plan on probably utilizing this Sender Wallet browser extension extensively when I'm on the Near protocol. If you're interested in exploring the Near blockchain, there is a utility that is located at explorer.near.org, and this allows you to manually browse blockchain transactions. You can view your own account, you can view other people's accounts, you can view all of the various transactions that occur on the blockchain. And similar to Near Explorer, we also have Aurorascan, which is the same functionality but for Aurora. Now moving over to decentralized exchanges and swap utilities, there are quite a few. The most popular decentralized exchange for the Near protocol in Aurora is going to be Trisolaris. Trisolaris allows you to connect via MetaMask, Wallet Connect, or your Coinbase wallet, and then you can now perform decentralized exchanges for a variety of tokens out there. Another similar option is AuroraSwap, and this is another decentralized exchange. This time it allows you to exchange various items on the Aurora wallet. Again, you would connect via MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Math Wallet, various ways to connect, and from then you can then swap and exchange, or as well as provide liquidity or perform stable swaps, and there's some other DeFi functionality on there as well. WannaSwap is another great utility that is primarily I use for exchanging and swapping various tokens. However, you can provide liquidity, staking, you can earn pretty competitive APRs on here. But again, I primarily use this as a way to exchange tokens when needed. Now, when it comes to bridging assets into the Near network, the number one way to get assets from any Ethereum wallet or your Near wallet to an Ethereum wallet is going to be Rainbow Bridge. Rainbow Bridge is the best way so far to go from the Near web wallet into MetaMask. You have the option to switch from Ethereum, Aurora, or Near into those same three other options. It's quick, it's cheap, and it's so far the best way to get your Ethereum assets into Near or Aurora, or vice versa, and to go back from a Near web wallet onto the ERC20 blockchain and MetaMask. Another option is Rubic Exchange, which is another exciting project. This allows you to swap between about a dozen different blockchains. As you can see, you can go from Ethereum, Binance, Polygon, Near, Aurora, AVAX, Phantom, Moonriver, Harmony, Solana, and a couple others. So this is a good way, say, if you have a lot of assets on the Avalanche chain, AVAX, and USDT, and you want to be able to trade them directly for Near or Aurora or Meta or Polar. This is going to allow you to do that in one step. Now, sometimes the fees here can be a little high, so just make sure you check your fees and you pay close attention to the details here. The last option we're going to look at is AllBridge, and this is another cross-chain bridge that allows you to directly exchange tokens on one blockchain to another blockchain. As you can see, there's Aurora, Avalanche, Binance, CeeLo, Ethereum, Phantom, and a few other options here. So this is another good option when you need to get assets from one blockchain to another. Okay, next we're going to move on to some of the DeFi websites and D-apps that are now being built on Near and Aurora. Previously, there was a little bit of talk that Near is sort of a ghost chain, that it's got all this development behind the scenes and it's got great technology, but there's not a lot you can do on it. So all that is changing now with the development of a variety of DeFi applications that can be utilized on both Near and Aurora. We're going to start off with one of my favorite new projects that I'm involved in, and that is Polaris Finance. Polaris Finance is a tomb fork, but it's the first tomb fork built on Aurora, and it currently has a couple algorithmically pegged stablecoins that are pegged to the value of Near, which is Polar is pegged to the value of Near, and then they have Lunar, which is pegged to the value of Luna. And I think this is one of the most exciting, smaller projects within the Near and Aurora ecosystem right now. Let's just take a quick look at what some of their options are as far as staking and liquidity farming. So we are going to go ahead and take a look into the Sunrise, which is the bank for their DeFi app. If you're not familiar with tomb forks, you'll have to look into them and see how they work. But as you can see, there is a 1,100% APR for what you hold here. So you're looking at about 2.5 to 3 points a day on your holdings, which is great. And also they have a fantastic team behind them, very committed developers to the project and a great community. You can earn money in a variety of ways here, in addition to the growth coins, which have seen between 500 and 700% growth since I've been involved with them. There are also liquidity pools and staking, and there is the ability to make some significant returns here if you time things right, and if the bank is printing, you can make upwards of 1,000% APR. The next project we're going to take a look at is Ref.finance. Ref.finance is the automated market maker on the Near protocol. So this is the main liquidity provider for the Near protocol. So what that means is that there are a ton of liquidity pools on Ref.finance. Now, a liquidity pool is what allows you to trade one token for another. It's the balance of tokens that allows those trades to occur without a significant price impact. When you have a token trade, one of the tokens has severe illiquidity, there is the potential for that trade to impact the price by a significant portion, 10, 20, 30% drop in price or increase in price. So what automated market makers do is essentially provide liquidity for those pairs so that you are able to make trades without significantly moving the price. Why this matters is because in the traditional finance world, banks and various financial institutions are what provide liquidity between different currencies. In the DeFi world, we as the DeFi users are the ones who are able to directly provide liquidity into these pools. And when you do that, you can get very, very good APR rewards for your investment. Right now, we'll just take a quick look at. Right now, I am primarily invested into the CeeLo Ref liquidity pool, and I am seeing a 136% return on my investment there as far as the APR. So while the APRs on this are not as high as some of the other DeFi websites out there that can be 1,000 to 3,000% APR, in this case, it's a more stable pairing, and I feel more comfortable with my investment here. So it's much more stable, and so you're not gonna, the risks are lower, and so of course, correspondingly, the reward is a little bit lower as well. However, anyone who is aware of investing understands that 136% APR is unheard of. It's incredible. So definitely check out Ref.finance. In addition to the liquidity pools, they also offer an exchange, a decentralized exchange, You can stake XREF, which I typically have about $300 or $400 staked in here at any given time. And they also have a stable swap called SOS Stable Swap, and this is exclusively for USDT, USDC, and DAI, which are all stable coins pegged to the value of the US dollar. Moving on, we're going to now take a look at VaporWave. VaporWave is built on top of providers like Ref and Trisolaris, who offer liquidity pool farming. However, what VaporWave does is it auto compounds your earnings about every hour or so. And what that means is that your APR, or your annual percentage rate, can be dramatically increased into your APY, which is your annual percentage yield. And effectively, through the magic of auto compounding, you can get extremely high APRs here. We'll just sort these by APY to see what's going on. So we've got a 530,000% APY on S-Polar Near right now. So that means that if you were able to run for 1 year at that daily percentage rate of 2.3%, you would see a 500,000% return. Now, it doesn't really work that way in the sense that these APRs are variable and they change constantly. So it's unlikely that through the course of an entire year, you would actually see that amount of return. But in the short term, you can absolutely see a 3 to 4% gain per day, which is really just incredible. They have a variety of platforms that you can use on there, like Polaris, Trisolaris, NEARPad, and it's a really great way to automate the reinvestment of your earnings back into your liquidity pool. The next project we're going to look at is Metapool. Metapool is a staking platform for Near, and it allows you to stake your Near and earn rewards. In general, you can earn about 11% APY through this, and you're only staking the single coin. So it doesn't have some of the risk associated with liquidity pooling, but you do get an 11% return annual, which, if you're familiar with investing, is still incredible. You know, the most you're going to get is a 0.5 point a year for traditional finance. In DeFi, you know, you're looking at 10 to 20% APY minimum on anything you're going to invest in. The other nice thing about Metapool is that it creates an ST Near token. This is your staked Near token. It's a symbolic token that represents your Near, but what it allows you to do is, rather than locking down your Near in the staking pool, you are given an ST Near token in exchange. You can then take that ST Near token and farm it or use it in other liquid manners, and it doesn't make your ST Near or your staked Near become locked up and illiquid. The next project we're going to look at is NEARPad. NEARPad is a launchpad and DeFi hub of the Near ecosystem. It primarily gives two functions. The Launchpad function is a way that new tokens and new projects can launch and provide initial liquidity on the Aurora network. The other option is as a decentralized exchange that allows you to exchange tokens, and there's also staking and liquidity farming as well. The next project that we're going to look at is Skyward Finance. Skyward Finance is similar to NEARPad. It is primarily focused, however, on new token launches. So this is the ability to get involved in token launches before they actually become available to the public and on exchanges. So this is the way that you can get the most jump on a project possible. However, there is pretty significant risk here. These are all unproven projects. They don't have any real track record, but it's a little bit of a roll of the dice. However, you can find yourself getting excellent gains if you happen to pick a project through Skyward that launches and that is then successful. And there have been a couple of those projects that have launched on here, such as DBio, Paris. You can see that a variety of projects have launched here and gotten their initial liquidity through this website. The next project that we're going to look at is Aurigami. Aurigami is a lending platform. So this is a website where you can leverage and increase your potential earnings through borrowing. Or conversely, you can provide assets and lend out to other people and earn APR in return. So what we're going to look at here is they have a variety of different lending tokens: stablecoins, Ether, Bitcoin, Wrapped Near, ST Near, Aurora, and Trisolaris. You can borrow with an APY of about 3% on some of these, or you can loan out with an APY of between 1 and about 5%. So this is a good platform if you'd like to try to generate more profit through leveraging, or if you'd like to try to generate some fees from loaning out your stablecoins or growth coins. The next project we're going to look at is Ref.finance. Ref.finance is a stablecoin issuance platform and also provides staking and bridge functionality. As you can see, OIN is the leading multi-chain stablecoin issuance platform. So you can leverage, you can stake, you can do a variety of DeFi protocols here in order to make great APRs or to increase your profitability. The last project we're going to look at is Killswitch Finance. This is a newer project, and they provide bridging functionality as well as farming. So you can see you have the potential to earn pretty good APY here. Some of these up to 50% APY, but you're dealing with much more stable coins. So basically, it's another auto-compounding farm for liquidity pooling. We're now going to move over to some of the governance aspects of the Near protocol. The first thing we're going to look at is the Near Core. The Near Core is the group of developers and individuals responsible for developing the Near protocol. There's 171 members you can see here on the governance site, and these are basically the main people behind Near. So there's 170 core team members. This includes people that are extremely intelligent and have extensive experience with finance, programming, software, and blockchain technology. The next thing we're going to look at is how the Near protocol is governed. So there is a website, gov.near.org, and essentially they have split the website into groups of communities that are called guilds. There's a marketing guild, a creative guild, community, education, development, etc. So each of these different guilds gives you a different way to access into the community behind Near. And in my opinion, Near protocol, one of the best things about it is the community that's built around it. There is really an extensive community that has shown itself to be open to new members. It has shown itself to have very forward-thinking people that are not just trying to turn a quick buck and a profit here, but are more interested in creating a sustainable community that supports creatives and artists around the world. They have various ways that you can request funding for your project. There are all different bounties on here where you can create graphics and get paid for those services. They have a music guild, NXM. They have graffiti guild. They have the Beat DAO, which is specifically looking into just music and primarily hip-hop music. So you can see right now the Beat DAO is looking for a graphic designer to work closely and provide graphic backgrounds for the DAO. They need flyers. The monthly amount for the position is $300. So it's not a ton of money, but there are a lot of people out there who can do this type of work in their spare time. And so you can just see that this is not just a blockchain. This is an entire community of people, creatives, people that are interested in spreading the Near blockchain, but also interested in helping fund and create different creative programs and outlets around the world. Next, we're going to move on to taking a look at how you can stay in touch with all the different Near news and different developments. The first one we're going to look at is Near Insider. Near Insider is primarily, you're going to follow through their Twitter page, and they constantly have new information about different projects and different new developments within Near and Aurora. So this is an endless supply of new information. As we can see here, Polaris just formed a partnership with Trisolaris. Guys, Polaris is, I'm telling you, it's going to be the biggest thing out there in the next couple weeks, I think. As far as growth potential goes, I would really get on it now. I'm really bullish on Polaris. But yeah, you can see everything that's going on here. There's tons of information. So Near Insiders is a great Twitter page to stay in touch with. Also, in the Twitter world, we have Nearians, which again is just going to keep you updated with everything going on within Near. It's going to be very quick and easy just to stay up to date, to learn about, here's all the various lending protocols you can see. So again, just a great Twitter page to follow if you want to stay up to date on everything Near and Aurora. The next thing we're going to look at is awesomenear.com. This is a curated list of projects built on Near and Aurora. They are currently indexing 416 different projects that are built on either Near or Aurora. So you can come here and you can directly explore all of the various types of projects out there. So we'll take a quick look. You can see that they're organized by infrastructure, dApps, utilities, and ecosystem. So you can really get a good sense of all the different types of projects that are going on. Just, if you decide to enter into any of these projects, always do your own research. Always make sure that you are aware of the risks associated with investing in any of these projects. The next project we're going to look at is Near University. Near University is an online learning platform in order to become certified and more educated on the technical aspects of the Near ecosystem. As you can see, this goes over all of the different courses that you can take in order to become more well-versed. This takes you through the Near Academy, understanding the basic idea of how Near works. Also for developers, so if you're more on the technical side and you want to create applications, you can do that on the Near protocol and you can learn about it through Near University. The last project we're going to look at today is Near News, and this is primarily a Reddit page, and again, it just has a great source of information, up-and-coming projects built on Near and Aurora. So this is just a good way, again, to find out about new information and new projects as they're happening so you don't get left behind. Okay guys, this has been Chris Hunter from Collective Thought Media, taking a quick look into everything that I think is noteworthy in spring of 2022 for the Near and Aurora ecosystem. Happy investing. Please do your own research. None of this should be considered financial advice, and you should always conduct your own research into what your appropriate level of risk is.